How can you come up with 100 potential new patients for your practice in just 10 minutes? I'm going to show you exactly how. Hey there, I'm Amanda Guarnieri, a nurse practitioner and the Director of Growth here at Collaborating Docs. And the past few weeks, I've been taking over the YouTube channel to share some quick actionable tips all about patient acquisition. This is definitely something that is crucial to a nurse practitioner or PA entrepreneur who's starting their own practice. You can build your practice, but just because you have a practice doesn't mean that patients are just going to start flocking through the door. They need to know that you exist, and patient acquisition strategies and marketing are what need to do to spread the word that you exist. So that is all that we are focusing on today. And today I want to go over this idea of making a 100 list. This is totally free. Okay, so really the past few weeks I've been sharing actionable tips that are for the most part free, because especially if you're just starting out or if you're struggling to have patients in your practice and you are putting effort into here, you may not have the funds to put behind paid marketing efforts. So I wanted to give you some ideas of things that you could do for totally free to get the word out. And so this effort here should really be where you are starting with any new practice venture. And the idea here is to spread the word quite manually, like picking up the phone, texting people, reaching out to people that you already know, and letting them know about your new practice venture. Okay, so first, let's go through the list of how to generate ideas of people, and then we'll talk about what to say. So this here, I've put together like 11 or 12 categories of people you might already know in your life to really just jostle your brain about potential people. Now, this list is probably something that you can have, like you can repeat this over and over. Okay, so what I want you to do is pick 10 of these categories because some may not be applicable to you. And what you want to do is think of 10 people that you already know that are in this category. So friends, and also the other caveat is they have to potentially be a fit for your practice or know people who would be. Okay, so they don't have to be like your exact client avatar. So for example, if you're having a men's health practice, that doesn't mean that you can only reach out to men, right? So it really just means like these people need to be in the state where you're licensed, or they need to be well connected to people who are in the state where you're licensed. So friends, people that you know quite well, family, colleagues, these categories are pretty self-explanatory. People that you might know through your kids, so like parents of your kids' friends, service providers, your hairdresser, your primary care provider, your dog groomer, all these types of things fall under that category. Worship, those would be like people that you know from your church or your temple or wherever you have a place of worship. If you participate in that, we're talking about this community and people who you know through that community. Hobbies, are there things that you do that have some sort of club or people you see on a regular basis? So as you can see, these are pretty self-explanatory, but I want you to go through, pick 10 categories, and you only have to think of 10 people for each category. And 10 by 10, you will have 100 people on this list. Okay, so this should be something that shouldn't take you a ton of time and hopefully is quite repeatable. And you might actually find a category that has an endless amount of people. So it may be a struggle for you to think of 10 service providers, but you may sit down and realize that you have 20 people who, are colleagues or former colleagues of yours. Okay, so once you do the exercise the first time, you then have permission to modify how many people you're putting in each category to hopefully have a really, really, really long list of people that you can reach out to. So that's kind of the first step. The next step is actually reaching out, right? What are you going to say? And I want you to not feel like you're being super salesy or feel uncomfortable. You're simply sharing that you have a new venture and then asking if they know of anyone who might be interested or who might benefit from more information, right? So this could look like a phone call or a text or a social media message. Hey, so-and-so, hope you're doing well. Saw that your kid just graduated. I wanted to let you know some exciting news in my world. I'm opening a primary care practice here in town. Do you know of anyone who might be looking for a primary care provider? And then open up that conversation from there. They may say, oh yeah, I know a whole bunch of people. If so, you can say, can I give you my information to pass along? Or can you share with me their information so that I can reach out? You want to be able to take the next step. Or if they don't know anyone, if they're like, oh, sorry, I don't, no big deal. Here's a link to my website, or here's my virtual business card, or if you're in person, here's my actual business card. I would so appreciate it if you kept me in mind if you hear of anyone who might be in need of this service, right? So it's as simple as that. So you're not actually asking people, hey, will you buy this service from me? Or hey, do you want to be my patient? You're more asking, hey, do you know anybody? Because you're a friend of mine, you're a connection of mine, I trust you, I'm sharing this great news with you. Do you know anybody who might be able to benefit? And so that type of ask is a lot different and feels a lot better than, hi, I'm selling this thing, do you want this thing? So when you're just getting started, if you want to absolutely crush it, commit to reaching out to 100 people per day. Yeah, that would take a long time, but you could totally do it. And you can kind of leverage it a little bit if you decide to send out an email, like one email to multiple people that you know, right? But ideally, once you reach out to 100 people, they will help you source the next list of people to reach out to. Because let's say, your friend or your landscaper gives you their sister's information. Then they get on your list of people to reach out to. Hey, so-and-so gave me your name. Here's me. I'm a primary care provider. I'm opening a new practice. They mentioned that you might be interested, and you can kind of see how those conversations and relationships can flow from there and hopefully get you your first 5 to 10 patients. Once you have patients who have come and seen you and benefited from your service, then it can be easier to get the next 5 to 10 patients by asking them for recommendations, asking them to leave a review on Google, all these other things, which maybe we'll save that for another video. But really this goal is to really seed your practice with people you already know in your warm network or people who your warm network can introduce you to so that you can reach out and spread the word about your practice. So this takes time, but it's free and it's totally, totally worth your time. So I'm excited for you to give it a try. I'm wondering, are any of these categories much harder for you than others? Are you seeing a lot of success in one or the other? Share down below in the comments. And if there's another topic like this that you are interested in learning more about, share that as well, because we, of course, love to create this content for you and help support you on your journey.